I guess these characters, in a way, could be called iconic. You have the crazy, you have the teenager, the grandparents, average Americans. That's the other law of physics, too, the interconnectedness of people and the fact that we all share the same atoms, whether we like it or not.
It's a play in which I do 12 characters, including myself. I play myself briefly. There's a bag woman in the play, Trudy, who is in contact with aliens from outer space through an umbrella hat which she wears, which kind of functions as a satellite dish. And the aliens are here kind of cruising the cosmos looking for signs of intelligent life. And so when they get to Earth, Trudy becomes their tour guide, and she takes them through this tour of humanity. And all this, these disparate people from all different parts of the country and all different walks of life, eventually we see how emotionally interconnected they are.
I just knew that that concept would embrace a lot of different characters, and a lot of different things could be modular. You could take a character out, you could move it around, and I just knew that that was a good umbrella for a really good concept. And then it evolved from that concept.
The play was so successful and worked in a certain kind of emotional way so well that so we wanted to honor its origins in the theater, and at the same time we wanted to make it into a film, and how to do it and how to cover both bases, you know. And finally we just decided to jump in and do it. And it's a kind of trade-off, you know, which you might have experienced in a live performance is more than made up for, I think, in the intimacy of the camera.
Oh, Edie, I am so glad that it's you. I need you to call Marge. Maybe get together. There's only room for one of us on the stage. That's a little bug there. Could someone find a home for this little bug? Because he seems to be here almost every single night. My little groupie bug. Ah, Edie. Ah, she seems so down. I'm talking about Marge right now.
I think it's probably just Jane Wagner's gift, you know, to be able, she just can write this whole thing, you know, that's comic and tragic at the same time, and on the edge it's satiric, it's biting, but it's embracing, you know. It's totally, I mean, people used to just love the play so much, and I began to know why they did, because it's not judgmental. It's totally forgiving, you know. It's not, there's no ridicule in it whatsoever, but it's satiric. I mean, even me doing all the parts, I mean, that's part of the metaphor too, is me, you know, one person embodying all these people, all of us being one, all of us being connected, all of us being a part of one another. And then what is this elusive, you know, physical thing that happens? How do people get goosebumps? And why will a bunch of people be able to get goosebumps at the same time, you know? It's ennobling too. I mean, it's like, it's also, I mean, I know it would be Jane's desire to tap what's noble in us rather than what's base, you know. I mean, even this play relates to the law of quantum physics, which is something cannot be observed without being changed. The act of observing it changes it, right? So theoretically, metaphorically, I'm sure Jane has in mind that the people in the movie represent humanity, so the people in the audience watching themselves, somehow they're changed by watching, you know.
When I think of us spinning somewhere out in space, I feel so much for the whole human race. I think of the people I knew who cared for me. I think of the few who are still really there for me. I think of the blunders, all the wonders too. I think of me, I think of you, and what together we can do. even know